Yo, what's up everybody? How you doing? Thanks for checking out my channel, coming back. I know it's been a while since I made my last video, but today I'm going to be taking a ride on the electric bike and I'm super excited. It's been a while since I've got a good real ride on this thing. I've been riding this a lot. This is a Suzuki RMC 250 race bike that I've put a lot of time and effort into. It's been a while since I've been on the gas bikes. Since when I was a teenager I rode a lot, but a lot of years went by. And so I've gotten back into this and it's been fun. It's definitely a different challenge than the electric bike. Two different worlds really. Not even that much different weight, but the handling, suspension, two completely different things. But yeah, so I did ride this in the snow a little bit. We've had 3 weeks of just nonstop snow. We had so much snow. It was crazy. And I don't want to get this too wet, so I only took it on some quick little jaunts. But today I want to take a real ride on it, and we're going to have a lot of fun. So tune in and enjoy the ride. Here's electric bike time, and man, this thing feels great. The torque of this 5T motor is just ridiculous. God, it just really flies. If it only had the suspension that my dirt bike has, it would be a real treat. But you know, I'm going to be putting the Fox corks on this thing. But the back of the piece I need is coming tomorrow. So, I left other stuff. This is slippery.
I'm dropping the hammer.
No, you're not.
Sun's in my eyes. Now the dirt bike brakes, wow, way more stronger than the mountain bike brakes. But what can I say? As I've been riding a dirt bike for the last few weeks, there's quite a difference between not an electric bike and a gas bike. Because you know, you got gas bikes, you got your throttle and your clutch, and there's a delayed response on gas. When you turn that throttle, as opposed when you turn it on a gas bike as an electric bike. I mean, the torque is there instantly as soon as you turn it. And it's what took me a while to adjust back to the gas bike after riding this for a while, because like I just wasn't used to that delay, just to the automatic response of the electric. But you gotta just get used to it. Now the one thing is, electric just doesn't, this bike doesn't have this stability that like my MX race bike has, because that's just professional racing suspension. It just sticks to the ground more than this does. This I feel like it's easier to pop over with air and such, but I forget where I'm at. It's a trail I'm trying to find and I can't remember where it is. Bike's already covered in mud from just that. I went on one trail here, I didn't get it on camera, but it was super wet, so I had to turn around, come back, and yeah, there she is, that big old fat tire coming at you. Love it.
I like big tires. I'm gonna go up this hill and a total stop. I don't know if you can tell how steep it is on camera, but it's steep. Oh yeah, baby. Already in the jump at the top. I'm gonna go up that hill again. You can tell that hill is using juice. This is some deep sand. Woo! Now as you can see my tire tracks. Oh yeah, I love this freaking motor, dude. It's so awesome. Flies up those hills. Let's see where to go. There you go. So what you gotta do is you gotta let your tire, your back tire, burn out around those turns. And it's kind of like pivot you. Instead of having to really steer that turn, you can just let the tire peel out around the turns and just kind of throw you. This thing is so much fun. So much fun. So guys, here's the other great thing about electric bikes. I'm in these woods. I've never seen anybody out here where I'm at right now, but I've come across like 6 hikers today. But in each case, I've flown up right behind them within to like 50 feet, and they didn't even hear me. They didn't even turn around. They had no idea I was even behind them, which is one of the beautiful things about this bike. You're not, because I'm not really, I don't know if I'm supposed to be in this spot, but I guess I can be, I don't know. But if I'm not, if it's a spot you're not allowed to be in, I mean, if obviously with a dirt bike, I couldn't get within a quarter mile of this spot. My dirt bike is so loud. With my Yoshi pipe with the silencer out, it's just loud. You know, I wouldn't be able to do any of this. But some of these trails are they're just primo trails. And you can do that with an electric bike, whereas, you know, a dirt bike, you just couldn't do that. Now, don't get me wrong, I sound like I'm down on dirt bikes. I have a lot of my fun on my dirt bike. I love it, but there's just pros and cons to each. So, just things to think about. 77 volts left, and 9 miles in. Check out this hill. dark. I don't know if you guys can still see this. It's a cool little trail. Oops, I gotta put my goggles on. Up and down. Steep push. Down. And then my brake squeaking. Up. Around. Another steep one. See, this 5T motor handles it very beautifully. Drop offs here. Steep points? Sure, why not? Big roots? Sure, why not? Now that one little bump I just went up, that's good 70 straight up. It's just so much fun. Notice now my headset is just creaking like crazy. So the bearing probably shot. I don't know. Round and round we go. This is no problem. No problem.
Hey everybody, so thanks for checking out the ride. I appreciate that. Hopefully able to enjoy that. I did turn it up a little bit today on those trails, hit a little faster speed. That one first section where I was dropping the hammer, the sun was actually in my eyes, so I didn't actually go as fast as I normally go in that section. I was still moving pretty good, but if the sun wasn't in my eyes, I would have gone a little faster because it was really hard to see. If you saw, I missed that one turn. It was just kind of hard to see in some spots, but I did a lot of talking too. I don't know how much you were able to hear because there were some really muffled spots, especially when I put my face covering on the baklava because it was just cold out towards the end of the ride. So it's a little muffled, so sorry about that. But hopefully you're able to hear some of the stuff I said. I did do some comparisons between electric and gas. Man, two completely different worlds. As with gas, like I said in the video, there's a little bit delay when you turn your throttle, depending if you're clutching or not, how much turning your throttle as opposed to this with the electric. It's just instant torque right away. So with this, you just have to understand how the throttle works, understand when you're going to get that gas. And you really kind of have to look ahead a little more with this to know, am I going to need enough throttle? Am I going to need less throttle? Because when you kick this thing in, it really goes. You've got to be careful what you're doing with this. It'll just throw you right off. This has a ton of low end torque, which for the woods is, like I said in other videos, it is great. It just takes off. Top speed, I'm really not going to be going over 35 miles in the woods. As you can see in the video, there was a couple spots where I hit 35. Which is kind of really moving on trails like that, especially with this mountain bike suspension here. I do have a set of Fox 40 forks over here I'm going to be installing on this guy. That's going to be my next video. I might even do that tomorrow. I might even make that video tomorrow. But I'm really excited to see how that's going to change the suspension dynamics on this bike, because look at the size of the forks on this and this. Huge difference. So I was saying in the video one part, if this thing had the suspension that this thing has, it would be a real treat to really take this thing to the next level of just, especially when I'm hitting those whoops. There's spots where I was hitting whoops at around 20 some miles an hour, whereas this I would hit them faster, obviously. But I would go fast if I had suspension like this, but you got to work with what you got. So I am really excited to see when I get those Fox 40 forks on, you know, how much better will it be than these D&M forks? You know, because what happens since I'm running this extra battery under here, this tire hits this battery case a lot, and there's not enough stiffness in these guys for it to keep it from going up too high and bottoming out. So I'm pretty confident those Fox forks are going to stop me from bottoming them out and just give me a little more control. Back suspension, it's not actually really that bad. I don't notice it too much that it's terrible. It kind of controls, especially with this big fat tire I got on here, really absorbs up a lot of those bumps. So yeah, hope you guys can hit like and subscribe, tune into my next video. And you know, if you guys have any other ideas of what you would like to see on camera or tutorial videos, you know, just give me a shout out in the comments and we'll see what you can do for you. All right, until then, have a fun ride.